The Women's Walk Weekend is a journey with God and yourself. It's a way of finding out where you're wounded and where you're hurting, and a way of finding out how God can help you heal those places and send you back to life with a different way of looking at things and as a different person.
The one thing that's unique about the Women's Walk with Christ weekend is that when you are there, you feel like you are safe. You're in a safe space where you can allow yourself to go deeper and to really get in touch with some of those things that you really want to leave at the cross, that you want to just give over to Jesus.
In the past, I've been to a lot of different women's weekends and women retreats, but from what I read on the website, noticing the mentioning of wounds, I thought to myself, this sounds like unlike anything I've ever done before or even experienced. So I was hoping for an opportunity to really look and examine those different wounds of fear and deceit, shame, sadness, and anger.
I don't think I really understood how deep my wounds were, and it wasn't until exploring them, especially the sadness one. Wow, that really rocked my world a lot more than I thought that it would.
My weekend helped guide me to new awareness about myself because I went into the weekend expecting just to deal with the loss of my grandmother. After attending my weekend, I realized that I have many more losses in my life that stem back to childhood that I needed to deal with.
I was hoping to find new ways of understanding some of my life experiences so that it didn't impact me in my life moving forward. What I found was not a dynamic change, but rather an unfolding understanding that my responses were rooted in some core wounds, that I was responding to my life from those wounds.
The impact of the new awareness is especially of the sadness. I thought that I had recovered from the incident that caused me great sadness. I thought that it was all over and done with and tucked away in a nice, neat little box in the inner recesses of my mind. And what happened on the weekend was it brought the realization that while Christ had forgiven me, that I had never truly, completely and totally forgiven myself. And that gave me the permission to forgive myself and to begin a true and complete healing journey.
The weekend gave me an opportunity to take time to reflect and to really dig deep on those wounds, things that I had maybe kept or held on to or wasn't even aware that I was holding on to, or had just safely set aside because it was convenient and it was really hard.
As a result of the weekend and continuing work with a group of women on a similar journey, I found myself being able to respond to people and opportunities with an understanding of my gifts and my mission, and seeing the things in my life through the lens of God's love instead of through the lens of shame.
If you've ever been hurt, if you've ever been disappointed, if you've ever had expectations unmet, if you've ever felt unloved, if you've ever wondered if you were worthy, if you've ever questioned whether or not you were good enough, if you ever questioned whether or not something was your fault, which I think we all can answer one of those questions with a yeah, sure, then I would say that the weekend is for you.
Every woman should attend this weekend, even if you feel like you don't have a lot of stuff going on in your life. This weekend is life-changing, it's rewarding, it's refreshing, and it's beneficial for your life as a woman in the world today.
This weekend is unique. It's like no other weekend that I've ever experienced. It was an incredible weekend, and I would not have missed the experience for anything. I would encourage everyone that I know to go.
For more information about the Women's Walk with Christ ministry or to register for a weekend near you, visit womenswalkwithchrist.org.